Yeah, so hopefully everything is visible now. Okay, so let's move on towards our lecture number 14 of physics optional paper 2. And in this lecture number 14 we will start from the normalization factor or constant. Okay, so put the heading normalization factor. Normalization factor or constant. Okay, it's so sad to hear the news about this news is going viral nowadays. Okay, this news is going viral. Okay, it is really horrifying to see it. Okay, it is really horrifying to read such a news, but unfortunately that is the truth about India. Okay, India, not only India, some countries are even worse than India. If you look at some African countries na, they are even worse than India in this case. But India is also amongst the India is basically medium, higher medium. Okay, in the medium category it is towards higher. Okay, higher medium crime rate against women. Okay, some of the countries such as Bangladesh, etc., they have even higher rate than us, even higher rate than India. But India too comes among higher medium crime rate against women. Okay, so it is really horrifying. Now already this was going on in the market. Okay, already this was going on in the market, and after that, this news is also now coming. So all of this uh, really all these things are very horrifying things. Okay, unfortunate also. Okay, but what can we do? It is actually failure of the what we can say machinery. Okay, it is basically what failure of education system also. The person who had done this thing na, he is an educated person, not like some sadak chap jhopdapatti type person. He was not that. He was the person who did this is an educated person. Okay, he is an educated person. So even an educated person, if he is doing this, then it shows that the education system of India has really failed to impart values to the people. Okay, so it is really horrifying. And one more case was there recently, that was Ram Nagesh Srinivas. Okay, this case was also there. Okay, Ram Nagesh Srinivas Akubathini. Okay, what he did I don't want to tell you. I don't consider it good that I will tell what did he do. It is not good to tell on this platform. It is an educational channel, so I can't tell you what this person did. But he is also an IIT Hyderabad graduate. Okay, he is an IIT Hyderabad graduate. And you can clearly see this thing, that a person who had qualified JEE exam some time ago, some few years back, he must have qualified JEE exam, right? And still, even after being such a glorious student, he is doing such things. Okay, he is a glorious student, no doubt, but in his life he has really not imparted any value from the education. Okay, moral values or human values which one should get from education, moral and ethical human values, that he hasn't been granted that. He was not able to take these moral and ethical values. He was not able to take this. So it is very clear that our education system has really failed, and it is the failure of complete machinery that even educated persons are doing these kind of things. Okay, suppose if an auto rickshaw driver does this na, I can consider chalo okay, he is less educated, so he might have done it. Like in Nirbhaya case, those people were all of them were uneducated people. So I can at least say that they are uneducated. But these are educated uneducated people. Okay, they are literate, but still they are illiterate. So this is also one of the horrifying thing about India. But what we can do? Let's go on. Normalization factor or constant. Any solution of Schrodinger equation. Okay. Any? Yes. And I forgot to mention the name of today's stars. Today's stars are Ramesh Kumar. Okay. The star is Ramesh Kumar. I am forgetting to take his name again and again. Ramesh Kumar is the star number one. Second star is okay, and the third star is Nikhil Singh. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Actually, you all are like my younger brother and sister. So thank you for giving me the love. Okay. So normalization factor or constant. Now I will write any solution of Schrodinger equation. Okay. One more doubt I should take before proceeding in this class. A person was from Hindi medium. Okay. There was a person of Hindi medium. His name I am forgetting. His name is Sushant Kandar, if I am not wrong. Okay. Okay. His name is Sushant Kandar. He is from Hindi medium. He was asking me whether physics optional will be good for Hindi medium or not. Okay, whether physics optional is good for Hindi medium students or not. His name is Sushant Kandar, and he is from Hindi medium, and he says that I am literally zero in English. Okay, I am zero in English. He was saying I am zero in English. Means I can't even remember the simplest of English terminologies. Okay, so let me tell you one thing: if you are from Hindi medium and you are zero in English, in case, then the best optional, okay, best optional for such students. Which kind of students? Those who are from Hindi medium and they are zero in English, almost nil in English. Okay, they can't even utter a single word of English. For students such as Sushant Kandar, the best optional in Hindi medium for them is sociology. Okay, go and take sociology optional. Okay, sociology, it will be better for you. Okay, so take sociology, because in sociology optional all the Hindi terms, all the English terms in sociology optional have a Hindi correspondence. Okay, means sociology, the subject in itself will be called as Samaj Shastra. Then Samaj Shastra, then they will have all those terms: Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Okay, they will have those terms. So you are not falling short of words in sociology even if you are from Hindi medium. So for Hindi medium students who can't even write a single sentence of English, for such Hindi medium students who are not able to write even a single sentence of English, for them sociology optional is the best optional. You should take that optional. Okay, because in sociology optional there is not even a single English term which is not which does not have a corresponding Hindi term with it. Okay, every English term in sociology optional has a corresponding Hindi vocabulary also. Okay, so you can take that. Okay, so normalization factor or constant. So physics optional will not be good for you, because for physics optional you won't find any book in Hindi medium written in Hindi medium, and also science optional do not have the choice of taking Hindi as a language. Science optional do not have that choice, I think, because throughout my career I have never seen a Hindi medium student taking physics, maths, such optionals. Okay, I have never seen them. Okay, so do not take it. Simply do not take it. Okay. So any solution of Schrodinger equation may be normalized. May be normalized. May be normalized by multiplying or dividing. Any solution of Schrodinger equation may be normalized by multiplying or dividing by a constant, and the resulting function is also a solution, and the resulting function is also a solution of Schrodinger equation. Schrodinger. Okay. So what does this mean actually? And one more thing I want to tell you before moving on, because I haven't made any announcements. So I need to announce one thing to you, that today is September 4, right? September 4 is today. So up to September 6, okay? From September 4 till September 6, I am taking, okay? I am taking a break from social media. Okay? I will be uploading only videos. I will be uploading only videos from September 4 till September 6. I am taking a break from social media. This means that I won't open WhatsApp for 2 days. Okay, WhatsApp will not be opened for 2 days. Okay, for 2 days it will not be opened. Okay, then Telegram I won't open for the next 2 days because I am busy with the videos. So Telegram also I won't open for the next 2 days, and some other thing, if I don't have any other thing actually. Okay, recently I have installed Instagram, but I don't use it. Only for some student I installed that. Okay, Telegram was installed only for a certain student. I don't have Instagram. Okay, so WhatsApp and Telegram I am not going to use from September 4 to September 6. I am taking a break for these 2 days. Okay, so whatever doubts comes to your mind, just put it on WhatsApp. Okay, whatever doubt you get, just put it on WhatsApp. I will reply to all the doubts on September 7. On September 7 I will reply to all your doubts directly. Okay, on September 7 I will reply on WhatsApp. Okay, so my WhatsApp number, if some of you do not know, then it is like this. Okay, so you can message your doubts over there. On September 7 I am going to answer your doubts. From September 4 till September 6 I am taking a pause from WhatsApp and Telegram, and also the student who is they are associated with me on Instagram, for that student also I am telling that I am going to see your message on September 7. Okay beta, the one who is connected to me on Instagram, for that person September 7 is the date. I am going to reply to your messages on September 7. Okay, so why am I taking a break from the social media? The reason is that it is getting too hectic for me, okay, to handle all these things simultaneously, because I have college also. Okay, so it is really tough. Okay, so is also a solution of Schrodinger equation. So let psi star psi. This is capital psi, right? So capital psi, what does this denote? It denotes basically your time independent, time dependent wave function, right? It is time dependent wave function, not 1 equal to n. So first of all, I will explain the meaning of this. Any solution of Schrodinger equation may be normalized. Okay, any solution, whatever solution of Schrodinger equation is there in the form of capital psi, it may be normalized. It may be normalized by multiplying or dividing by a constant. Okay, you can either multiply by a constant, okay, or you can divide it by a constant. I had already told you in the previous classes that multiplying and dividing by a constant. I had already told you in the previous classes that multiplying and dividing by a constant does not change the nature of the function. Only thing which changes is the amplitude of the function changes, and only the phase of the not even phase. Okay, only the amplitude of the function may change. Okay, but when we multiply by a constant or divide by a constant, the nature of the function, that is the graph of the function, does not change. I have already told you this thing in the preceding classes. Okay, so a solution of Schrodinger equation may be obtained by so if psi is a solution of Schrodinger equation, then psi divided by a constant will also be a solution of Schrodinger equation, and c multiplied by psi will also be a solution of Schrodinger equation. Okay, because after multiplying and dividing by the constant, only the amplitude changes, graph of the function does not change. So both of these will satisfy the Schrodinger equation the same way psi was satisfying. The way psi was satisfying the Schrodinger equation, the same way these two will also satisfy the Schrodinger equation. Okay, so any solution of Schrodinger equation may be normalized by multiplying or dividing by a constant, and the resulting function is also a solution of Schrodinger equation. Okay, so the function which we get as a result, okay, the function which we get as a result is also a solution of Schrodinger equation. This thing I have already told you. Okay, now only I told you, right? Multiplying, dividing by a constant does not change the nature of the function. Okay, graph of the function does not change, only the amplitude of the function changes. Okay, so the resulting wave function is also a solution of Schrodinger equation. Okay, let this is the case. Now we will see, suppose psi star into psi d tau is equal to n. Okay, so what can I write it equal to? So we have this thing clearly in our hand. Okay, this is capital psi star, and psi d tau is equal to your n, right? So n will be divided over here. So n was divided over here. Okay, so we have divided by n, and 1 over n psi star. So if a constant is out of the integral, you can clearly write it inside the integral, right? If a constant is outside the integral, you can clearly write it inside the integral. I have already told you this. Okay, so now what will this become? 1 over root n. Okay, so if some of you feels that I am ignoring you, I am not ignoring you actually. You can see my last scene of WhatsApp and make out that I have really taken a pause from social media for 2 days. Okay, like Gandhiji used to take Maun Vrat, right? Gandhiji used to take Maun Vrat. Similarly, I have taken a Maun Vrat type of thing. Okay, so over here, 1 over n is there, so it will become 1 over root n into 1 over root n. Okay, so this will be helpful in solving the numerical. 1 over root n, 1 over root n, what is it? 1 over root n is basically your normalization factor. Okay, it is your normalization factor. Normalization factor. And what is your wave function? It is this is the normalized wave function. If you see my last scene now, you will clearly recognize that I have really not visited WhatsApp for the last 2 days. On September 6, when you see my WhatsApp, you will realize that really I had taken a pause from WhatsApp for 2 days. Okay, so this is normalized wave function. Okay, so this is the normalized wave function. And I have, as already told my me, this thing also satisfies the Schrodinger equation, right? This thing also satisfies Schrodinger equation. Okay, this thing also satisfies Schrodinger equation. Now I will discuss the rest of the concepts in the next class, because what is happening is that a little bit inconvenience is there in my hand, so I have to take breaks again and again. Okay, so don't worry. I will end the class here and I will put the new video today itself.